From the Citizen Free Press, California Democrats introduce bill requiring mandatory impalement for every employee. And folks, they don't just mean every employee of the state. They mean every employee in the state. Here's the slag right here, the author of this odious bill. Sacramento, California, Associated Press. California would mandate that all businesses require their employees and independent contractors receive the 1984 impalement under legislation announced Friday by Democrat state lawmakers that was immediately criticized by Republicans as government overreach. New employees would have to get at least one dose by the time they start work and a second dose within 45 days of being on the job. Assemblywoman, piece of filth, Buffy Wicks, introduced her bill months after delaying an original proposal last fall. The previous version would have allowed workers to submit to weekly testing as an alternative to getting vaccinated, but that is not an option in her new proposal. The filthy fucking slag! Impalement mandates are highly controversial, and there have been many rallies at the state's capital in Sacramento opposing such requirements. Wicks and other supporters said the mandate is needed even as California moves to ease other requirements and anticipates moving into a new endemic phase. That's fundamentally what this bill is about, she said, getting back to some sense of normalcy so we can go on with our lives and we don't have these constant interruptions and outbreaks and all these things that we've been experiencing so long. Silly, stupid slag. Familiarize yourself with the facts. The mandate would stay in place unless the Federal Centers for Disease Control and Prevention decides that the 1984 impalements are no longer needed. The bill would require state health and occupational safety officials to advise employers on what qualifies as a medical condition, disability, religious belief, and valid impalement status. Businesses that didn't comply could face penalties that have yet to be determined. Ah, that's so loving and liberal. Assembly Republican leader James Gallagher telling people that they can't feed their family unless they get the impalement is just wrong. I trust Californians enough to treat them like adults who can make their own healthcare decisions. It's unfortunate that a few Democrats in the legislature don't. Gavin Newscomb last year ordered all of the state's roughly 2.2 million healthcare workers to be impaled or lose their jobs. Wicks' proposal is just the latest of several far-reaching measures introduced by Democratic state lawmakers this year. Among others, Senator Scott Wayner would allow children 12 and up to be fucking impaled without their parents' consent, while Richard Pan would eliminate a personal belief exemption for schools. Fucking commie scum. Stasi's here, gentlemen. They own your children, and they own you. Continue reading at ABC, the American Bullocks Corporation. Let's head on over there, shall we? See what these fucking Marxist scum have to say. Fucking filth. Ah, there's the slag. There she is right there. There she is, Buffy Wicks, the Assemblywoman out of Oakland. Yes, folks, Oakland, California, the biggity-biggity-o. And why does she look like exactly the type of libtard we would expect would author such a filthy bill? Fucking fascist slag. Fuck off! Buffy Wicks, folks, remember that name. Okay, we've already read this rubbish in the last article. Let's scroll down, see what else these asshats have to add. Pan argued in support of Wicks' bill that having a safe workplace is essential to keeping our economy going. Oh, heaven forbid. People can't be scared of getting infected when they go to work or while patronizing businesses, and businesses cannot endure frequent outbreaks that sideline their employees, he said. My God, folks, these Democrats think they can legislate the human condition out of the state of fear. Can you imagine the world they'll have to create to do that? They're well on their way there, men. That's a big part of the reason why I loathe such people. All the fun things I like to do in my life would be illegal and outlawed by these filth, because there's a bit of fear and danger. A little bit of blood might be spilled. More than 2,000 out of the 30,000 San Francisco Bay Area members of the Unified Food and Commercial Workers Local 5 have been sickened and some have died from the coronavirus, said Jim Araby, the union's director of strategic campaigns. Well, fuck off, cunt. Just like we would never ask a construction worker to go to a construction site without a hard hat. We shouldn't ask our members and workers who work in these essential industries to go in without the protection of an impalement, he said. The California Chamber of Commerce, California Restaurant Association, California Retailers Association, and California Chapter of National Federation of Independent Businesses did not immediately comment on this bill, but the bill has support from the Small Business Majority Advocacy Group that has 85,000 members nationwide, including nearly 20,000 in California. Small businesses don't want to be traffic cops in debates about public safety, said John Ahrensmeyer, the group's chief executive. They're looking for a common statewide standard that disentangles them from politics. Oh, that's what they wish. Well, you're gonna have a fucking hard time doing that when I come through, you cunt. You fucking filthy commie Jobsworth cunt. Fuck off!